Hey, Bombinos, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Just introducing MegaDragonoid in this video. And feel free to leave him a follow or subscribe. Or just go to his Twitch channel by going to twitch.tv/MegaDragonoid. Well, further ado, take it ahead, Mega Man. Shithole, partner.
Sorry guys, I couldn't help it.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Thanks. I tried to do it good. So yeah, we're here at day 3 of our Lana Sky case. So there's a pretty much shit that's going on.
It's turning out to be quite an interesting case, right?
Yeah.
So somebody want to fill in the gaps for the people that are just coming in now?
Well, there were 2 supposed murder cases that happened somehow at the same time to the same person, which is crazy, but as it turns out, the one at the police station wasn't actually a murder after all. And now we're just trying to work out what exactly happened in the second case.
But there's still that particular file that we are missing. If we take a good look at this, there's a number. A number.
We don't
with a
know
name.
we don't know who the 777 person was. That's still a mystery.
Actually, it was the chief.
Oh, well, they did say that was a possibility. That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Edgeworth said that, if I recall. Except now it seems that the Chief Gant, and Lana Sky possibly falsified some evidence in a case from 2 years ago, and we have possibly found the real murder weapon from that same case.
Indeed. There's a big race going on.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's continue from where we left off. What? Ready? Go Dark. Dark has 72 at the time at the crime. He's just your run-of-a-mill businessman. And he made him take to the serial killing. On his way home from work, he hit someone's car. First,
With his car? So it was an accident?
an accident? Yes, but it transformed him into an animal.
An animal?
I can't even read it. It's doing it on its own.
Came up the scene and killed her as well. Finally, he turned himself in.
Seems a pretty careless animal. Of course, that's all the construction. There's not a single shred of evidence. Turned himself in. Yes, but in the middle of his question, he fled and murdered final victim. Prosecutor Marshall. Crime was witnessed by someone too. Unluckily, Dark was arrested on the spot. It's a good thing that the last witness killed. Witness, aka Emma. Okay, now let's try to present that kind of weapon that was used. The Witchblade. About this. Hey, It's that has a tag attached to it. It's labeled as the SL9 incident on it. I believe this could be the broken murder weapon you're speaking of. What are you doing with that? Ever since the case was closed, the knife had been locked away in the locker.
On the day Detective Goodman was murdered, this suddenly disappeared from the locker. And it was found by Mr. Edgewood's car muffler.
That's it! I remember what an incredible piece of evidence was. When you showed me that knife, it came all back to me.
Well, what was it, Detective? Quick, before you forget again.
Okay.
Okay, guess he's not gonna tell us. Okay, you had to ask him.
This knife, it was Joe Dark's, wasn't it? That's right. We traced it back to the store where he bought it. Plus it had his fingerprints on it too.
But no one actually witnessed him using the murder anyone, right?
That's where his locker ran out. When you take a good look at it, the knife, it's broken.
No, you don't have to take a good look to notice that.
Yeah, well, anyway, take a good look. That's where the broken tip of the knife was found. That's what did him in.
Where was it?
The victim, Neil Marshall, was carrying it inside of his own body. It was found deep inside the stab wound. Did it match Dark's knife? You bet, down to the last bit of fiber.
Pretty conclusive.
News occurring, he reported added to the courtroom records. To be updated to the courtroom. There you have it in a nutshell. That's all I know. Can I ask you one more thing? What is it? If it's money you needed, you should ask Chief Grant. Not money. It does consider the chief, his office. Crime scene, right? Where the prosecutor Neil Marshall was murdered.
The chief's out now, and his office is locked. But we have to take a look around if that's okay. Yeah.
Any detective ID card can unlock the door.
What? Really?
If a civilian in there, I may be charged in a breach of trust.
Breach of trust?
Let me put, I will be can't. Oh. Alright, pal. I don't plan on getting fired because of you.
How about this idea card? It was Detective Goodman's.
It won't work either. The data was deleted the day he died.
Oh.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Oh?
I get the weird feeling that the investigator, the guy that was killed in this case we're looking into at the moment, I get the feeling he found out who exactly was hiding the evidence, and not only that, but confronted the chief, Chief Gant, about it. That would cause Chief Gant to come up with some sort of situation where the investigator would end up dying in a mysterious and strange way.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a theory, but
Yeah,
That's something that came to my mind.
it's a good theory. So in other words, Gumshoe is our only chance of getting into that office.
I wonder if there's something changes my chocolate.
Oh, there's nothing to do to get in there.
Chocolate.
No, there's nothing. For me.
.324 Prosecutor's Office Underground Parking Lot.
No one's here today, not the bar.
Everybody's probably busy looking into what exactly went down for the evidence room. Ask me where the detectives are.
You have to prove in court today that day of the crime. Someone was murdered in the evidence by 15.
Yeah, I thought we were finally making some headway in our case.
But instead it looks like we are just ending up making Lana look like even more guilty.
Hang in there, Lana.
I got to find all the answers by tomorrow. That's still there.
February 24, High Prosecutor's Office, Room 1202.
Wonder if Edgewood is back yet.
There he is. It looks like he's writing something.
What are you two doing here?
Sure was quick to throw that paper on the floor. Tough day in court, huh?
I've had to live the past 2 years with rumors flying around. What's another allegation to me?
Cheer up, Mr. Atworth. I'm rooting for you.
That's word for you. No, he's trying to hide his real feelings.
So, what do you want? Unlike some people, I don't have all day.
Don't
Oh,
look
the
at me like that. Oh my god.
Wonder what was he writing before?
Come on, Mr. Wright. Let's take a look.
Are you crazy? Edward will be sitting right there.
Just distract him and check it out.
Hey, Miss Edworth. Detective comes you out the window there. No, he's falling to the ground.
Hold on. First, let me see what this girl's doing crawling around my feet.
Didn't even look.
What? Letter of...
If you have trouble reading, I will read it for you. There's letter for reading.
that was just a slide.
Oh yeah, sorry, sorry.
It says letter of resignation.
Resignation? Edward, you don't mean...
I'm tired, right? I feel as if something inside me has died.
But Mr. Atwood, none of this is your fault.
I know the path I've walked. You don't need to tell me. And the path I've walked hasn't been a just one. I can't forgive myself for what I've done. And no one else should forgive me either.
Uh-oh, I think he's serious.
Mr. Wright, please, you have to do something.
If I could use it for anything. Yeah, perfect idea.
Look what is on his couch.
I know, we already seen that. Forged evidence.
There's no excuse for what I've done. 2 years ago, I used false evidence to obtain a guilty verdict. That's what it all breaks down to, and nothing I do can erase that fact. That's you, bro.
Oh, but you didn't knew, did you? I mean, the evidence was falsified.
The police department and the prosecutor's office share a bond of trust. If that bond is broken, we stand to lose everything. The police department's error is my error. My responsibility as the prosecutor in charge. That fact remains the same no matter what excuses I might have.
Mr. Atworth.
I take pride in my work. So tell me why. Why has it all come to this?
Even Ezra can't keep this kind of emotion bottled up. Are you up for the trial tomorrow?
First last year's trial, and now this one. It seems all you do is worry about me.
Sure, why not?
To be honest, you're getting on my nerves.
But Miss Atworth, you can't just walk out of the trail.
Tomorrow is the last day. It's too late to change prosecutors. I'll bet that's what my superiors are banking on. I never thought that case would come back to haunt me like this.
What do you mean?
The list of evidence, it seems too short. Most lists run twice as long.
Only as half as long as those lists? That is odd.
After Neil Marshall was murdered, I became prosecutor for that case. I may not have been part of the investigation, but I knew what I had to do. Use the evidence I was given to prove the suspect guilty. That was really the only thing on my mind at the time.
Say, we just saw a picture taking around that time.
Pictures. Strange about. Where's this one? You tell us again about what happened that day. Day of Detective Goodman was participating in a ceremony over at the station, right?
I've never cared for ceremonies, but I had to attend that one.
Because you were awarded this?
Those receiving awards can't exactly skip out on the ceremony. I finished up at the office in the morning, then drove over to the police department.
Finished up at the office?
Yes, just odds and ends, clerical stuff. I didn't plan on returning to the office that day. That is, until I was asked to take something back.
Take something back?
This. Yes, it was a piece of evidence in a case that closed half a year ago. He asked me to bring it back to the prosecutor's office.
Or you heard yesterday. So you came back here to prosecutor's office because the chief asked you to do.
That's right.
Picture was hanging on the chief's wall in Brand's office. Prosecutor knew a marshal had just started making a name for himself. Like he was taking when he received the King of Prosecutor's trophy.
Speaking of that, there's something that bothers me.
Yes.
The trophy Mr. Marshall is holding is a little different than yours.
Yes, you're right. I remember now.
Remember what?
That was what the official prosecutor's trophy looked like until 2 years ago. There's a story behind its design.
A story?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking it was mine. Sorry. Something strange. Should we mind telling it us?
It's simple, really. Contradiction. That's what the award's based on.
No, it shouldn't have. But if you put this up somewhere, like on a shelf.
That has no meaning for me anymore.
What do you mean anymore?
That's who I was last year. What good is it to dwell on the past?
Asking me?
Alright, why can't he just accept it graciously? Actually, something's been troubling me about the shield. Look, do you notice anything different?
Different?
Yeah, don't you remember? The auto shield and the court record?
There's a better percent. This is the other shield. Just it.
Yeah, but look at the shield. Look at the picture.
Yep, I did.
Hmm.
Maybe you gotta do it now? Again?
Can try. Just the same.
Okay. Okay.
See? Just the same.
Oh.
Sure. Oh,
Excuse me? Would either of you care for a quarter pound of roast beef?
Mister, I guess you out for lunches.
You certainly are a curious sort, aren't you? Kind like the first person who sucked up a cow's nipple to discover milk. Still,
How about appropriate?
another case from 2 years ago.
Everyone in this trial was involved in this SL9 incident. Not only that, the murder occurred in the very day the evidence was case that it was to the transfer. This can't be a more coincidence.
Aren't you forgetting something? You know, that little scene I happened to witness? The instant Lana's. Wait.
Instant Lana stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife.
No matter how much of the past you dig up, it won't change what I saw. Most beef is meant to be suffered when eaten.
There's hatred towards Lana. Dates back to the years ago. You're doing this a lot of times now.
Joe Dog? That's a name I not soon forget. We drilled him for a half of a year. Oh, the pressure. Still, I don't think I was ever more alive than I was then. Those days were steamier than a bowl of a hot gravy. Poor old Jake Marshall. Tough. Must have been going through hell.
Because of his brother's death.
They were close to. After Neil died, something took over Jake. He became obsessed. Seeing Jake like that made her all the more desperate. Lana Sky. My sister? The best of the best were put on that SL9 case. Of course, they were led by that legendary duo. Lana and Chief Gant. That legendary pair was the reason we were able to keep up our investigation. That's why we are so shocked over how it turned out.
With forging the evidence.
Don't get me wrong, Joe Dog. Got what he deserved. Still, it is obvious the evidence produced the court was being manipulated. Items our team never found would suddenly appear, while other items were kept secret. But you don't have proof anything illegal was done. I'm proof enough of what happened. After that case, all of us save good networks were relieved of our duties. Most without so much as an explanation. Then Lana Sky transferred to prosecutor's office and became a chief prosecutor. Lana's always wanted to be a persecutor. Nothing quite as simple as it appears. Huh? Lana Sky was merely being used as a pawn. That's my take on the matter.
Was being you.
Unfortunately, I think I actually agree with her.
Diamond Gaunt and Lana Sky.
What do you mean, bro?
Diamond Gaunt is the head honcho in this whole thing. He seems to be behind everything. And he was... My theory is that he was using and manipulating Lana Sky in some way.
Yeah, I feel...
He keeps popping up. He keeps popping up here and there.
Yeah, he does.
Damon Gaunt and Lana Sky. Gaunt lead the investigation with Lana second in command. They were the best. They solved all kinds of cases together, didn't they? Damon Gaunt smacked his unpredictable was almost unreal. By that I mean his ability to extract evidence. He produced the most incredible evidence in the cases he handled. Oh yes! There were rumors about him even back then. No one dared confront him, Drew.
Thinks he's touching up evidence.
Then everybody looked up to Lana. All the detectives wanted to be like her. Ah, really? Oh yes, myself included. I was a fool, really. She hated anything corrupt and always watched out for other detectives. That's why she was so concerned for Jake. Mr. Marshall. When Jake's brother was murdered, she felt as if she had lost her own brother. It wasn't for her. I don't even think Jake would even ever have recovered from his shock. That's what makes all the more interfering. Star!
Don't hear you guys anymore. Moments.
Hello?
There we go. Okay.
Miss Star! That's why I never be able to forgive her. Why did she have to turn to cold after that?
Lana transferred to the prosecutor office too.
Thanks to the chief's guns powerful interference. Chief? That's right. Having solved the SL9 case, his position as chief was secured. There was the only one thing left for him to control. And then no one could stand in his way. The prosecutor's office.
I mean, that's why Lana was transferred.
If he could control the chief prosecutor, he could control the prosecutor's office. That must have been his goal all along. But how could he control Lana? I don't know, but one thing is for sure. Ever since the case ended, she's never been the same. It's only logical to conclude. There must have a reason for her change.
Last. Finally getting close to the bottom of the ugly mess. Thank you, Miss Star.
You listen to me, rookie. It takes more than just ingredients to create fine cuisine. I hope you turn to be out a better chief than I've been.
Okay, let's check if we're missing something important. Almost as good as done.
Almost the finish line.
Yeah, I'm at the point. Huh?
We're missing something, I think.
Blah. Worth again? No, it shouldn't hurt if you put this somewhere up at like shelf.
We've done this already, bro.
Yeah.
Aye.
Oh, hang on. Did you look at the area where the knife was originally on that shield?
I can't see the shield, bro.
Hmm.
Already had that one. Yes, he followed every step. I did that. That. Check. I did that. Double check.
Check and double check.
Check. So definitely some important case. I showed a photo of them. Getting the stain. Oh, there it is. There was something definitely about the trophy. We just didn't know where it was. True.
This award originates from an ancient Chinese tale. In Chinese, the word contradiction is written with 2 characters. The first means halberd, and the second means shield. Have you heard this story?
Me? Sure, everyone knows that. I could tell. So, for Emma's sake.
Very well. Long ago, in the kingdom of Chu, there was an arms merchant. One day, he presented the king with 2 items. The first was a halberd he claimed could slice through any shield or armor. The second was a shield he claimed could withstand any weapon.
In a minute. Those claims contradict each other.
Very perceptive. But then again, you've heard this story before, right? Anyway, as you mentioned, the very descriptions of these items discredit them both. When the king pointed this out, the merchant was left speechless. And thus the Chinese word for contradiction was born.
Oh, I see. So the chipped shield and the broken knife symbols lies.
Precisely so. They symbolize the merchant's items. The ancient tale ends with the merchant at a loss for words. But it's in our nature to pursue matters to their conclusion, even if it results in something as ugly as this.
Wow, thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. I learned something new today.
Honey. That's why you were given a guilt.
You'll have to ask Chief Gaunt.
Yeah.
2 years ago, he had the halberd part of the award abolished.
Now we have. Now we can get what we...
24 Police Station Criminal Affairs Dept.
Oh, you're back. Still here? I gotta make 150 copies of coffee, copying files, turning into a regular DJ. You're a DJ as well? This jockey. That DJ.
Oh, the DJ!
We both did it the same.
Yeah, because you're taking the line.
Yeah, I kind of forgot, sorry.
So I gotta do this one. I gotta mull your personality, but my answer is still no. Huh?
I'm not letting you in the chief office, period. Be my neck on the line. Last crime scene. I have to get a look at.
There has got to be something we can do about make the detective change his mind.
We do. What is crumbled up piece of paper? No way! These guys can't be serious. Ever serious? I can't believe they pushed him this far.
Mr. Edgeworth really feels responsible.
I first met him though, he was like cold as ice too. Know him different now. Didn't know it different now. Trusted us detectives to prove him without evidence. We just betrayed him.
If
That's it. I made up my mind. Here, take my ID card. Can't afford it if someone find out. Won't let you off the...
they wouldn't let you off the hook with other lost item report.
Look at me. It's not a secret. I am already all out of the loop. Well, I'm friends with Edgeworth. Depending how this case turns out, I'm already as good as determined. What? Please let me do it. For Edgeworth's sake. Right, detective. Well, here we go.
Tucked it swiftly in his pocket. February 24, Police Department Chief's Office.
Bleep.
Here goes, Mr. Wright. And we are inside. He's not to be found. Good. We're in! If anyone find us now...
Gumshoes. Connor.
You
That
followed him.
happens, I'm counting on you to bail me out.
God! God! Sorry, I thought you were a ghost. Ooh.
I didn't even know you slept a ghost. Ah, Detective Gumshoe! Wow, that took him long. Doing sneaking up like that. I wasn't sneaking, I was just worried something might go wrong. Or I can too. You're here, then what's the point in giving us the ID cards? Oh, we crushed his ID card and put it in his pocket. Probably get the chance to come in here. Figured I'll look at myself. Besides, we're already in this together now.
You really want to get fired, don't you?
But if we're lucky, come on now. See if we can find it out. Bad feeling about this.
Not free. Everything will just be just
The safe, isn't it? That's what it is, right? Okay, if you say so.
It looks like a code needs to be entered in this panel to open it. Oh, we gotta solve the puzzle!
70. I have a hunch.
Try my birth date.
Bad idea. Nothing. Here we go.
Are you kidding me?
I
was-
guessed it!
That was actually the code. That was actually the code. Are you kidding me right now?
77777.
7-digit code. There was only one answer for that.
What number did you enter?
Birthday
Whose
was that
birthday?
all?
77777.
Who
It was a clue. It was a clue.
I know.
It was a clue.
I know the card on that record.
What? The number of the mysterious execution. Oh
That's
wait.
mine actually. We did it twice out together.
The
I
number
love
of
the mysterious the officer who entered the room that day. Seven. He's saying 1-7 to one last. If I'm counting it correctly.
6 times.
5, 6. Yeah, he says. Thank you. Die this time. That's the only one thing. That's the grant ID number.
Say, anyone, can we look inside?
Yes.
Look. Is there anybody here?
Is there anybody in there? How much does he have stashed in the face?
Look, it's the missing piece. The missing piece. It's the missing piece. It's the missing piece. Yes.
Oh, no, it looks from there. Careful, see.
It's the missing piece. There's something else in there too.
A handprint.
To
This
copy
looks like
the
a piece of
handprint on the locker.
cloth.
Oh, they copied the handprints on the locker.
Yeah.
No,
Handprint is.
that's my line.
Oh, I was thinking it was mine. Okay. I saw something you're wearing. I think that you made it.
I don't think so.
It was just a thought.
Is that it? This is all what's in the safe?
No, it's empty. Oh, with a broken shard top. Like a piece of evidence. Yeah, but unless you there's something with this. Wait, I can take them. Oh, is my neck on the line here? I'll have to get them. Find them, but my next.
And there's got to be something to show the detective. Show the vase. Show the vase that it is a missing piece of it.
It comes you. You have another look at. Remember the of us that thing better on.
Wasn't it just a piece of the evidence room from the case?
Right, one of cards has the line sticker. Else? Fragment. I mean, this one, this was safe.
Yes, that one. That was in the safe.
Oh! Oh, you mentioned it bringing all the lot of bells. See if it fits. Let me see. Alright, I'll crack at it. Oh, pal, show us what you can do.
Right. Here's some glue.
And there we go. You've Grant knowing hiding evidence. Here goes.
Put that plays on. Turn. You need to turn it around.
Switching quick.
Ta 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 ta.
There, it fits like a charm.
Like a glove.
That's of course me. Grant willing and knowing hides a is safe. In other words, he concealed the evidence.
But
Hey guys, get a load of this. It's these you just attach, different from the others.
there's a radish line in it. On it.
What? I don't get it. Can't hide.
Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here.
Like blood.
The piece of the chief has different though. The blood stains of the other pieces are just spots. But there's only one line.
Is all.
You know what that means?
Well,
The one that was bleeding or had blood in hands touched this jar and maybe tried to read something on it for a clue.
I have a suspicion, and I think I know who it is. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Gant.
Yep,
I'm
I
feeling
get that
90%
feeling too.
it's him.
I get that feeling too, bro. Like I said, it's only been a theory so far, but it seems to be lining up to that.
Yeah. That's on the other side of the room. There's
Yes, that's where I was waiting for Lana. On that day 2 years ago.
one using it now. No, sir, it is entirely Gant's office now. practice a strict policy of restoring the crime scene. As a warning to everyone else, he wants us always be alert. He told us for himself at our New Year party. Of course, he was pretty intoxicated time.
So ever since Lana left, no one ever touched that desk?
No one except Chief Grant, claiming the lady who is.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, please no.
I don't feel it's Star.
Why do I get the feeling that's actually that old grumpy lady that keeps popping up?
That can be also possible. Still, 2 years has passed since the accident. Yeah, I need remaining. Could I ask you something? Sure. You only came here because of the SL9 crime scene? I mean, that's your own coming here. It's... Yes. I think, could it be? No. No way, no way, no, never mind. Worry about it. Okay, now. Then last. Fine. Hey, hold on, not so fast, buddy. Tells you don't worry about it. Supposed to be you starting bothering you, pal. Don't let it go. Sorry, trying to get on nerves. What's bothering you? Think, Grant. Object.
What? He's right, Mr. Wright. What do we think of him?
Come to the... I don't...
Oh.
There you go. Ignore me again.
Not ignoring you.
But I wanna... There. Come shoot. I'd like to have a look at this. Hey, I know what this is. Want to take something?
That's a great idea, Detective.
Alright, done.